Hi, I'm Kare and I am so glad to welcome you back to class number 2 of Playing with Chi. And today, oh gosh, I have an exercise to share with you that is going to change your life. I mean, honest to gosh. But I want to go back. I want to talk about your homework. How many of you made energy balls and threw them at the clouds? I hope you all did. Um, you know, that is true playing with chi because you have no purpose except to have fun. And that's the whole purpose of this class, to get you to feel the chi in your body and to get to play with it so then we can really do some special things with it. But I want to tell you a story because feeling the chi, playing with the chi, healing with the chi, that's our superpower. That's our superpower. This has been hidden from us. You know, there's been a few really enlightened beings, but we need to step it up on the planet, you know? We need more people who are awakened, enlightened, and absolutely understand their chi and their power. So, I want to tell you how important this is. Years ago, when we were in China, we studied, my husband and I, and our kids, we studied with 11 different Qigong masters. And I want to share a story about Charles and one of the Qigong masters, but I want to tell you a story about how we got there in the first place. This was years ago, and I was invited to be, I was invited to a Sunrider convention to receive awards and to do a major talk. And when I got there, and I had no idea what, I was brand new, but I had done amazing things that I didn't even know about getting a lot of people excited about this product. And I went in there and I said to the front desk, I want to teach a yoga class at the beginning of one of the sessions. I don't care which day. And they set it up, and I had hundreds of people in this class. And I taught yoga with Kare, which is what I had always been doing. And at the end of the class, a Chinese gentleman came up to me and said, "Where did you study Qigong?" And I looked at him like dumbfounded. "What's Qigong?" And he said, "That's what you're doing. And I want to invite you to teach at the World Congress of Natural Medicine in Beijing in this upcoming," and I'm going, okay. So, and that actually came about, and that's how I got to China. And we went with this Chinese gentleman who was from Australia, who was an acupuncturist and healer. And we got there, and after I taught, and I was like kind of the featured presenter because everybody else was doing something they all knew about, like acupuncture. And I was doing yoga, and they really didn't even know about yoga. So I had all these people, and there were videos up and down the hall of me doing yoga with all of these people, with 5 interpreters. It was pretty interesting. So anyway, after this was all over, we traveled around China with Dr. Fu, that was his name, and met with 11 different Qigong masters. And one of them said to my husband, there were a few people there, and they talked to each other. My husband was a really big guy. And he said, "Go stand over there." And he sent somebody to stand behind him. And he says, "Okay, watch this." And so he gets his chi ball, and he goes like this. And Charles just goes flying back. This is powerful stuff. This is really powerful stuff. And we're just throwing it at clouds, but we could be knocking, I mean, not that you want to knock people over, but this is our superpower. I just want you to get that. This is our superpower. So I want to tell you one final quick story. There weren't any clouds in the sky the day I was out in the backyard going, oh, like, you know, oh, my cheese is really good today. And there weren't any clouds, but up in my tree, clear up in my oak tree are these great big elephant ear plants. So I'm going, okay, I should be able to hit a leaf. And I get it all going, and I throw it up there. And, it was totally still. And this one big leaf goes like this. And I'm going, oh, it works. I mean, I know it does. I've done it over and over again. But I hope you had that kind of a good experience with our homework. Okay, so now we're going to do a breathing exercise. Breath is chi. It's called pranayama. It's a whole yoga, just breathing. I've got a book on my bookshelf, and I was going to go get it, and I didn't. It's got like 100 different breathing exercises, and it's a very ancient yoga book. Breathing is what takes you there. Your prana, your chi, is your animating force. Think of that word. What would you be if you weren't animated? Nothing. I mean, you would not be here. Our chi, our breath, our life force, I mean, it is our animating force. So, this is an exercise that I think is one of the most important things you can do. It's a Kundalini exercise. Kundalini means fully awakened, and you think about the energy going up the spine for enlightenment. Kundalini means fully awakened, and the Kundalini is usually thought of as a snake, like in the Caduceus, that goes up the spine, goes like this, through the Ida and Pingala on both sides of your spinal column. So this stimulates that. I want to show it to you. There's 3 parts to this. My dog's in the way. She does not leave my side. Okay, so it's called the golden circle. And what you're doing is you're going to make a circle with your breathing. So I'm going to inhale up, and I'm going to exhale down and forward. So I'm making a circle. Inhale up, exhale down, so that my body is making a circle. Inhale up, exhale down. So the first part is just getting that breath, that chi moving in your body. Then the second part is actually a yoga exercise where so here's your third eye. This is your crown. This is your third eye chakra in there. Your pineal gland in there, the doorway between dimensions. And close your eyes, look up towards the pineal with your eyes. That is a yoga. It will stimulate the opening of your pineal gland. And then take your tongue and put it on the roof of your mouth. So do that. Do you feel what that feels like? Does that like open up your head? Okay, so that's the second part of this breathing exercise. I want to show you that. So first we're going to get the circle breath going. Now when you bring the breath up, bring it clear up to the top of your head, to the third eye. Look your eyes up to that point, put the tongue on the roof of your mouth, and exhale. Bring it up, look up. I like this chair, by the way. But you don't need to have handles. It's just sometimes I can make that circle bigger. Look up. And just let it come to a gentle stop, because feel that chi is just moving in your body. Wow, did you feel that? Now there's a third part of this, and this is one that we probably won't experience today, and that is when you get this going and it's just that chi is just circulating in your body. Sometimes that will take that energy right up your spine and keep you there, and it's just electrifying. And you'll lean back until your heart chakra pops open, and that's the third part. Most people that doesn't happen to right away, but you can see this gets the kundalini moving. And this chair that I use in my garden for meditation I really like it. I sit clear up on the front of it, and I like the handles. But when you're bringing this energy down the front of your body, it goes between your legs, and then it comes up your spine. So you're doing this great golden circle of energy up the back of your body, centered to open up your third eye, and then down through your tongue, through the center of your body, and back down. When this gets going, when this energy gets flowing in your body, and your kundalini starts rising, it is a feeling of energy you'll never forget, and you'll want to do it again. So I want to give you a visual representation of what playing with chi opens up in your body, what this golden circle kundalini exercise opens up in your body. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is by Alex Gray, who's one of my favorite artists. And if you look in and get close to this, there's veins and arteries and bones. So you've got the physical level, but you've got the energy level, these white lines. These are the acupuncture meridians. Those are energy flows through the body that have been used in healing and balancing for centuries. And then you've got the open chakras, open and vibrating with the color and frequency of balance in this body. And then the rays that come out of this take it to a whole other level, the energy in here. I mean, this is what happens to us as we wake up the chi. And Alex Gray, I want to tell you just a little bit about him. I did a workshop with him in 2011, but it was 11/11/2011, so it was 11/11/11, and it was an art workshop, and his art, oh my God, is just shows so much of what happens on the esoteric level. He's got a gallery in New York that's like, I've not been there, but I bought the book because I wanted to be there. He depicts what's going on the energy level so well. And you know who he is? You've heard of Grey's Anatomy. I'm not talking about the TV show. I'm talking about the book that the title Grey's Anatomy came from. And that's a great big, I mean, every medical doctor owned, I don't know if they still do, Grey's Anatomy. That was his father, who was a medical artist and depicted every single part of the body imaginable in his artwork. And here's his son Alex taking it a step further from the physical to the metaphysical. So I wanted to tell you that story because look up Alex Gray. This one's called Sacred Mirrors, and it's delightful. Hi there. So I want to tell you some special things, and I want to just kind of go back over what we did last week. You know, let's do that first. Those 4 standing exercises. Did you do them every day? Did you get to the point where you're letting the energy move your body and your breath together so that you just kind of become one with the movement? That's the goal of feeling it. Feeling it in each position very differently. The figure 8, the twist, the crane, and the swim. So it's important to keep doing those because that's what's going to focus your energy. This golden circle breath is going to light everything up. And, oh, I have a Facebook group, a support group for this class, and it's called Playing with Chi. So please join us. And I would love to have you ask your questions, share your experiences. If you share a testimony of something that you experienced, I will send you some of my artwork. What I did was I picked a card. This is, I'll send you one of these. Isn't this sweet? And it's got 14 of my mandalas in it. And I picked a card this morning to read for the class. And I'm going to do that in a minute. So join the Facebook group. This week, do the 4 standing exercises and the golden circle. And next week, because you should be feeling the chi, next week we're going to do this in my garden. And we're going to be playing with chi and sending chi to plants. And I'll show you what I've been doing in my garden. I've got vegetables growing and peas and mangoes and you name it, all sorts of stuff. So I've been practicing in my garden doing my Qigong exercises, Tai Qigong exercises in the evenings and spraying chi over my plants. So I'm going to teach you what I've been doing so you can do it too. You know, Socrates said, you teach best what you most need to learn. This is my learning experience too. I've just reopened these channels and they're teaching me, and I'm a teacher. I have always been a teacher. I mean, when I watch new things and learn new things, my mind is going, how would I illustrate that? And what would I say about that? I mean, there's chatter. Oh, did you find that doing the figure 8, the infinity sign, and getting the breath going shuts down that chatter? Sometimes it takes a while, but that's one of the reasons that's the first thing to do. So, anyway, my cards. If you were to send a testimonial to my Facebook group and then message me with your address, I'll send you a set of my cards. So, I think that's all I wanted to go over. Oh, one more thing. Do you know at the very end, when we're doing the swim, and we take that energy ball and we put it in and it gets absorbed and then we start glowing. You know, I said you need to go slow, S-L-O. S stands for self-realization. L stands for love. O stands for oneness. Those are kind of the results of doing this. Last night, in my meditation, I got, we're going from slow to glow, from self-realization, love, and oneness to God realization, love, and oneness, of glowing with that energy and realizing there is only one and we're it. And that God force is within every cell of our being. And that's what we're playing with when we're playing with Chi. So, the message I want to leave now is with this mandala. One of these days I'll tell you my full mandala stories because they are energy devices. Mandalas are architecture for enlightenment. And this particular one came through with a channel, and I want to read it to you. This one's called Prayer for Mother Nature. May all things grow and bloom. May Mother Earth wear flowers in her hair. May the ebbs and flows be gentle and loving. May growth be peaceful and enlightening. May we live in this garden and call it paradise. This lush, green, and growing Flower of Life mandala is a gift to bring you grounding. It carries first forest frequencies, and through them, plant spirits and devas and fairies are welcomed. So breathe deeply, with your feet planted firmly on Mother Earth. Allow the ancient energies of this sacred geometry nurture and nourish you in ways you've never known on this plane before. Relax, and remember that your purpose in the garden is to fully experience outrageous joy. So be it.